Canada. It's Sunday, what was it, June 8th? I think it's June 8th. We had a Cicero Custa seminar on Friday. Much respect and shout out. And we're practicing what we learned and doing some rolls. It's the master's class, older folks. 4 people, including me today. So hope you all enjoy. Let's get this set up here.
Really like the way you do it.
That looks all right, I think.
When you're pulling something off, you want something to make it. So if there's no safety, you have to say that that's the running man and that's the
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. But the one thing I will say about the horse, Alex, is the definition of who you keep from the table. Oh, dude, they're going to tell you, every single instructor is going to tell you this is the right way.
I'll walk through what we learned a couple of times with the house. You guys can watch. You do want to know.
I want you to search a room like this.
This has got to be like 10 years old.
And I'm like, okay, perfect, I'm doing it just the way he told me to do it. The other guy.
So basically, what we're discussing is
Thank you for some new stuff.
I find like my hyperfly fits better.
This is all right. Okay, so
Close guard, remember.
let me get in my guard.
Do the sweep out there first.
I've got guard. You're gonna stand up. You grab one sleeve of your pant. You're gonna drop down. I'm going to kick your leg out here. Then I'm going to, if that process, grab this left side delagiva. And then from here, you're going to lasso in. You're going to pull in the opponent. And then you're going to also go in here and pull them in further. Foot comes out on the hip. And pull them in, make them move over. And you're going to move this leg over here. And then grab, adjust,
6 a.m.
pull you down
And you were studying from 6 p.m.
into here. From here.
Oh yeah, try to.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
Grab this collar. You ready to pull it out? And then you pull them over here.
Oh, okay.
Right? And then side control.
That's the same setup.
There's 4 variations.
Yeah. But you're starting the same thing.
Yeah.
That's good. Let's work on that today.
I gotta cover this up. Do you want to try that or?
You do it on the right hand, grab the bottom. Okay, then the other way. What is last one? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And then go that way. Face that way. And pose. And then use that leg. This way. On my hip. On my hip. So close the guard. Yeah. I like this for the step. Yeah. No, no, this. I have to shoot these quick doing this kind of. You know what I mean?
And the arms drop. So now we need to delagiva the outside. Yeah. And lasso, pull them in. Here. Yeah.
And look might get another. Or turn first.
You're gonna pull them over so they balance down. Yeah. Now, oh, your foot on his head. Sorry. Yeah. Now pull them going through. Legs over.
What about this hand?
Which? Now, which hand? Left or right?
Oh yeah,
Don't
sorry.
let go of his hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pull him over.
And then come here.
I mean, there's a path.
You're gonna grab the collar?
Yeah, yeah. But he's gonna let go.
Yeah.
You're holding me. I know.
Okay.
That's it.
Right? Yeah. The other easy thing to do from there is to jump on the back.
That is what I'm doing. Want to do it on weekends?
Yeah, give me a
We're doing some
No.
simulation where it's like,
Just from doing that stuff, yeah, like.
Because we give that in the last one. One that we think we're not. This is the last one.
Should have taken this off.
Yeah. So.
This part here, I think.
Yeah, there, go there. No, put your hand there. Wait.
You gotta look good. It's hard to stay up.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I think most people are gonna fall. He's showing you like if they're good enough to stay up.
Okay.
But that first sweep is, that first sweep is, that should do it most of the time, right? Right, because we have no phones and stuff. They're really good at staying under if you get a block there. But yeah, it's hard to stay up. Why? All the posts are gone. You have to post with the opposite hand. Yeah.
How many people were there? Looked like about 30. That's good. I wish you'd do that.
Yeah, there's no notice, right?
Yeah.
They don't come out of the
Yeah, I only found out this, I think you sent it out and it's coming out on Wednesday. I got work on Friday night. I was busy, holy shit. Busy at work. 100 people.
Like the resurrections coming back.
Usually after 4 weekends, check out. Yanks found out there's a couple dollars with $1.40. Not that their dollars, no, ours is worth shit. Exactly. But as soon as they cross the border, you know, they got 40 more cents on their dollar. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember, it was from Close Guard, kind of similar to this, but it's more of like a basic sweep. She showed us a more complicated one where you invert and go underneath and then actually take it back and staple the back leg and take the back. And she showed us a really good show from the back. That how you here, I'll show you. Yeah, ready? Arch your back, yeah. So you're kind of like this, right? Yeah, like that. So and you're pulling your arm up. So what's your first thing you want to do? You want to pull your arm down, right? Yeah, this. So you pull your arm this off. And over top. Right? Underneath. Yeah. So you kind of want to base it in, so pull your arm up so you push it down. And push it down across. Grab here. Grab where? Right here. Just, you can underneath your arm. Grab the other thumb. Pull up and pull down. You want to base it into lifting your arm. So that your natural reaction is like, I'm not holding my head. Yeah. So you're lifting the arm up, more arm up, and you come over top. You are just out here. So you want to underneath it. It's pretty good. It's a good show. I made Jamie coffee or something. That's a Thursday. So that's good. Sure. Yeah, you can. We rolled through it.
I just wanted to do it now.
And do the back thing for it? You can do it for me, so you can see. So ready, and
Alright, so I got this and this. I'm gonna get you to start this already. Destabilize you. Eva. You know, listen. Under the leg here. Okay, so from here.
grab it now.
That would be if I pull you down, but what I can do is just push it away.
That's how it should be jump back. That's the one we're not.
And I'll do the development. So I got this. Grab the ball.
If you switch your feet,
Oh.
take my back.
This was the pull down. You might need some help. You weren't here on Friday, right?
No.
You know what we were practicing?
No idea. It looks like it was kind of similar to what he did at the last seminar, though.
You want to stand up again? So I got sleeve and hand. Push that leg out. Belly keep the outside. Left so a little bit of it. And up here. Good pullman. Down. Just leg over. Grab the back.
I think it's just
Might have forgotten something here. Just to pull it
Yeah.
down.
Oh, you like go this way?
The back take, I think I'm just gonna push him. So I need him. Or you pull down. Yeah.
Let me show this first.
Who's standing?
So,
The butterfly?
yeah.
Right?
From here, you go.
So that's sneeze. And do the back feet. Stand up. Floating. Here. Okay. Belly touch. Lots of things. Butterfly. Oops.
Dan, do you have it on video?
No, I wasn't, I asked if I could record it and get an answer.
Dan charged $60 to get it on video.
Oh, you pull stand up.
You can't pull me over, so I lose my balance.
So basically, this goes over. Right?
Oh, this one? Yeah.
I do that.
I think I didn't show it up on the other. Oh, I'm afraid of doing that. I don't know. So, same set up these two. Push, double keep them, so pull them in a bit. Really get them over. And on the head. One side here. Yeah. Grab the back.
You gotta change your, yeah.
Oh, and the hooks. So there was grabbing here, flaring. Yeah.
You don't do the back leg one.
Pardon?
Is that the back leg, right? No.
That was, well, so there's two back kicks. There's one where I can just push you forward and jump on your back. And then there was the one, when I'm behind you, pushing the legs over.
I just focus on the sweep.
Yeah. For me, I'm not a huge fan of some of those because.
Difficult on the head.
Yeah, a lot of hand work.
I've got a hurt finger, which was the primary reason why I didn't go, because I think it was all gonna be ribs and spiders and stuff like that.
Even just getting ready, I moved one of my fingers, and I feel it's like that. Straight.
He can be super balance. It's one of those, if you can tangle somebody up and they're just stuck. But it does take its toll on the body.
Yeah. I would do that once in a while, but I wouldn't repeat it. Yeah. I need my money maker.
for the entire day.
Oh my God.
You can like maybe look at
My only fans is. You wanna try it?
It's too much for me.
Yeah.
There's too many steps. I work on the first week.
I can walk you through it.
The first week, but all the other stuff, I'll go for the first week.
He's ready to kind of over, right?
Yeah. Oh, and then there's the caps, there's the slice.
Yeah. Amanda showed us something here on Thursday. That's exactly it. When she scooped underneath the leg, he's
Let me
like,
try one more time. You guys are really awesome.
What's that?
That's
I don't know if I've ever done one quite like that.
You're that on me. What Amanda did on this class, she did just in this position of here. Yeah, and then turn, and you just keep going.
You got to grab your leg.
Yeah.
So as you get your arm free, you gotta come right through that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure gonna step out and collect this foot.
Nice.
You're eventually gonna get your hand out. But it depends on the arm slice. We can feel it. I think I'm missing something there, but you step out. This is already in slice.
Yeah.
This one gets behind your foot. And they start to generate the pressure from there. There's some movements we can get into where you're stuck and just slice it.
Yeah, no, I always go from there, when you sit down.
You're always laying like this, right? I mean, like, you start like that. If I could get my foot in, coming in.
And then if they keep their hand on the ground,
Another thing is like,
Yeah.
get out of that.
What's the, I feel like, all right, yeah.
Ah.
You know what I mean, but I don't have anything to defend.
Yeah.
if you go really down, then I can escape.
Like that's when you put your distance and.
Yeah.
You're like that.
You guys all want to do that, but other people want the same option. And that's when you can bundle them over. You can come and see if I, when it gets, it's like. So it's going to start off, you put your hand on the center, and you have it.
Yeah, like a red verse.
That, yeah, so we're nice and tight, it's gonna hang on to this, and I'm gonna actually go and bring it up. We got a little part of the ground. If, when Dan turns it over, and he lets go of his bases, like that.
Yeah.
But you can start to roll back over. So you got like an option. If they stop themselves from rolling, then you can disengage and slide out. But if they keep hanging on to you, they're tight the whole way. You bring in their head close to the ground, then you just come out the back.
How are you sort of off balance in there?
Just hanging on to you, and then bridging you up like this. So if I was, my hips are really far away from yours, like this, when I bridge, it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
But if my hips are close to his, when I bridge, he comes all the way up. So I can either disengage and run. You can do it, yeah, exactly.
Good, dark sweet.
That's interesting.
Good turn.
Yeah, I can't see myself like listening at all.
If, I think there's well, I think it's the same position. So this is again, more like a chest to chest kind of thing. This is where I can come up like that and then use that to make that space. But turn so that you're facing, almost making your chest is facing everything. That way. Yeah, exactly. This is how a lot of people use like can even start, rather than like whatever you do this way, which is cool, you can come this way. And if I'm able to turn it away, I can basically reverse position. So it's like a harder when they have their hands clasped together. If he doesn't have his hands clasped together, and he's just holding on to my arm, for instance.
To resist that, do I want to be moving like my hands towards your head kind of, or?
Well, if you do, then you kind of like sit and walk up for a minute and escape.
Yeah.
So I think the answer is to honestly just keep holding your control. Don't just stay in that. So that's a really good one for shutting down the typical side control escape, right? If I was here, you just had a typical side control. And I get my elbows underneath, I'm about to escape. So as soon as I get here, people can drop their head. And now I can't escape anymore, now you're going to the next. So now I'm either coming under here, or coming up, rolling, and then turning over. You go back and do that. And your solution to that is to keep moving. Probably keep walking over to north south. Or taking advantage of my arms being occupied, backing up and then sliding up.
You take Daniel to be good to
If I take him over, it's too late. Yeah.
Oh, it's too late.
Yeah. So if Dan's on. Dan's about to escape my side angle. So you've got to do elbows. If I hang out, go ahead and use your elbows with your weight. That's what happens, right? So the answer isn't to stay here, so we knew enough that you got there. We'll switch to this. Now, Dan starts moving. Okay? I start moving.
Oh, yeah.
I start moving to my right side. Okay? I start moving to this here. Pushing him over, pushing him to the right.
So you don't want to hold that position you're in.
Always transitioning. Because there's a counter to all these positions, right?
Yeah.
You might learn, like, keep on moving, like, I'm learning now, so I thought I'm stagnant, but just keep your head up.
That was the biggest thing about trying to hold the pass where it's holding on for too long, as opposed to moving.
Instead of getting away, or just moving your head. Yeah. That's what I'm slowly learning, like, as a white belt.
That was when I taught class on Wednesday. Kristen actually fractured her distal fibula, so she's going to be out for a while. She was rolling with an S, and the S landed on her ankle, and that was it. So it wasn't anything malicious or anything like that. We were drilling, and they were just getting a little bit too excited and having too much fun. Really. Yeah. Kristen.
I'm afraid sometimes, like, it's like this, like someone just steps on your foot, steps on a toe.
You go home and get all those good stuff packed for tomorrow.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, so I'm gonna grab it from 5 a.m.
You're on your feet like this.
So if you have questions, like about anything, feel free to attack because I'm getting over. Alex for technical stuff, me for
Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, just like you were saying about moving your hips, it's not about just like holding, forcing them down, or getting it and bench pressing them up. It's about moving and creating a reaction out of it. And that's what I taught on Thursday, which was based on the curve. Okay, so I was here, and James has control on me. Okay, he has my hips really well controlled, and my upper body is a little bit less controlled. Always weight on my hips. So what should I move him?
Your shoulders.
Yeah, exactly. If I can move my shoulders, that's what I should move. I should start coming up, making space, trying to get my underhook down. If he's controlling my upper body, okay, what should I move here?
Yes.
Exactly. Super simple. Coming up. I can even just start doing like ridiculous things, just to make a little bit of space. So what you can move is what you should move. And then as soon as you start changing the angle, the person who's got pressure on you, they feel it right away. Oh, I gotta respect this, otherwise he's gonna be gone.
That's like that front head rock is being shown, just roll.
Well, that's it, yeah. If, put me in a guillotine, snap it in and like lock it up on the legs and stuff. Yeah.
No, it's like, what the fuck? What did I do
Yeah.
2 years ago?
If you're really worried about it, the reason why anybody gets caught in those is because they think they can they can still pass, so it's still doing something good happen.
Lost a lot of it.
Yeah. But really, if you know they have a good guillotine, just get out. Disengage.
It's such a great move. I love that. It's so simple. It's like,
Good guillotine too. And then if you get caught, yeah, now's the time to attack. Or whatever, concede position.
you can go sleep.
Yeah. Hey, John.
Yeah. Is he back out or no? Yeah. John Hansler? I haven't seen him forever. So you get the sleep connection?
He taps. He just says you can have it when you tap.
Yeah.
You have it.
Well, I just had a picture of my.
Yeah, they call
I
it.
scratched my shoulder.
Yeah, I actually want to go down for a second. So you, on Thursday, this week from Close Guard, you go to step up. All the way up? Yeah, all the way up. So I think what she did was drop down, grab that, one here. Something like that. Like how can I do that, Steve?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen them quite like that.
Yeah.
I thought it's difficult when they stood up for me to put my feet on my hips.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna spin all the way around.
That's another one that
Deep half.
shows.
Okay, so he has nothing, he knows that this can be dangerous for him because
Yeah, like this.
I've got free access to his legs.
Yeah.
I feel like for me to grab this and then also get here.
Yeah.
See, where is his hands going right away?
Your chin.
But it's probably the single speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seemed like Bill grabbed my leg with both his feet there.
Yeah.
You're doing like a push pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you stand up, what I did was simply
Yeah, I don't ever
I have
say.
something to push on him.
Yeah.
I'm holding onto this one, and then I was hooking that.
Probably not doing it directly correctly, because what happened, Alex, was you catapult yourself up into a dominant position.
Okay.
Yeah. By holding on to the sleeve and you get pulled up that
Oh,
way.
you got the sleeve that
Yeah.
was for, oh, from a boulder. So if I have this,
Yeah. That's it.
just a,
So
smart
you're
off
grabbing
sleeve,
with the
or
opposite
single
arm
sleeve,
though,
yeah.
not same side arm, right?
Doesn't matter which arm.
Okay.
That way is a cross arm, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say came to this side. As me, he grabs a hold of my arm with his cross, okay, extends all the way up. Okay, I grab a hold of him, now let's get that free, pull him down, and now I'm able to stand him up.
That's good.
Totally, yeah. Definitely can't handle the good one. I usually do the, if I can, I go for like the lumberjack sweep. Start. And if that doesn't work, then I go to like a K-bar sweep. Yeah, your arm doesn't hurt. So stand up, you can have it. If I can get this right here, if I can get elbow deep, then rather than thinking about pushing back into his hips, I'm pushing off to the side. Like I was doing like a little single, like that. Like this one's on the mat, walk my way up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then if I try to do that move, same thing. Okay, I try to get that one, but he already has his knee turned in too far. Okay, can't get that. Okay, that's what I'm coming in. For that.
That's what she showed us on Thursday.
Control the grips the whole way.
She had jumped up, she stapled the left leg, and then came up, grabbed the belt, put the hooks in, came to the side. That's when she showed us that choke where you pull the arm out so that your natural reaction is to put it back down, and comes kind of over top of it, and the other one comes underneath the armpit, and
Okay, cool.
yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, so it's like you were at this point here,
Yeah.
and you're pulling back, and it goes like that, up underneath. Yeah.
Cool.
So it's right that
second one before you know him to decide lumberjack.
Mhm.
Only if his knee isn't in, right?
Yeah, I always start with that one, trying to drive his
That's
knee.
what the, when, people stand up, they turn. and-
Every time you stand up, you should be like this. Because if they're able to push your knee outwards, you just fall so
If
easily.
you mess the lumberjack,
That's the lumberjack sweep.
Yeah, because you were showing us a couple weeks ago where you want to pull them up and squeeze in and get your hips.
That's it, yeah. Pinching with your hips in.
Yeah.
Because fear and turn, and then digging underneath, keeping them up, grabbing that choke, and passing the choke. Like that one.
That move on Friday was
You can
not
also
good.
do one,
It's but it's something I think you can use pieces of.
Yes.
It's
We've been
the arm and
we've been
the muscle
considering the dummy sweep.
balancing yourself.
And setting yourself up to be dummy swept.
Like,
Oh,
so execute it well.
You guys do a dummy sweep on me. I'll show you what I'm talking about. If I'm here, and I come up and I don't grab anything, and you push me down,
Yeah.
I always reach an ankle up here, right?
and now I got two. We'll go two on the inside.
That's a fight.
I'm ready for that.
I got.
Pressure one more time.
It happens almost every time I get in double sweep.
So Alex is saying, like, to keep the knees
Yeah.
going in, so if I have to kind of like your butt, try that again.
Dummy sweep and pull your knees to your chest. And hope you
It's not as,
make the raise,
you
because
can still do it, I
Could probably do it like so.
landing like this, all I have to do is pinch my knees
Yeah.
together. If I get that pinch, it's
But it's
difficult
like
for me to
you're
come
not-
up.
I can maybe control it to the front, but I'm not gonna do it.
like that.
Plus, if you
We
play
all
one,
know,
you
like,
get
if you
it
get
off.
up on some, you don't want to grab it.
Not really, no.
Otherwise.
No, if he's trying with his legs, I'm screwed.
Being, yeah, so if you watch like Craig Jones at all, like, he goes outside it, because it's always good to have the inside position, right?
So, when he double sweeps,
So,
what do you?
yeah, like, he will
Oh,
do
yeah,
this shit.
that's not good.
Oh, I see. Instead of getting up.
Yeah, usually the inside position is great, but in this case, it can be a little bit risky.
I also don't have a second foot to fight off the attack.
Imagine doing this against Danny. Okay, it's my adductors versus your adductors. Or vice versa.
His leg is.
Exactly. Boom.
His leg is pretty trouble.
Somebody with, or Ethan, you do this against Ethan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I haven't taught Ethan this week.
It's the kind of guys you have to hit with the couch.
So here, now you try to open your knees wide, okay? Exactly. That's gonna be the battle. If I can out that.
Can I translate from yourself? Pushing this?
So, that's favorite for him is.
And then now I got my pick of ankles to attack. Or better yet,
Oh, really fun. Ouch. That's nasty.
That's no fun.
there you need.
I had a hard enough time untangling myself from the
Sorry.
how do you get the position you both draw?
I said another
Like this
sweep
here.
you could do from full guard dummy and then that's the
Yeah.
the alternative.
Oh, the back.
So if I dummy sweep, I want my knees under his, I come over,
Oh.
and then he goes to that.
Okay, that's where you thought you
Yeah, and I,
And if he controls both my knees,
so then I do
it starts pulling, that's when I just start like turning over. And just looking to come back over on top.
So you're facing that, you dropping your feet.
I just said another sweep for when they stand up is the dummy sweep
Yeah.
to a jolly, so he baits that and then proceeds to ankle or to attack the legs, which, works.
Can be effective.
You want to have control of your arms as well too when you're doing that dummy sweep.
With the ankle
You
thing,
can't do
Because
dummy
you've got the
sweep.
ankles,
Yeah.
right?
you have to,
If you do the regular dummy sweep, like from an open guard,
Yeah.
where he's pushing my hips and sitting up, oh,
like this,
boom. Super safe. He can get up and I can try to match him and he shoves me back down.
yeah.
Last one from close guard when you stand up. Alright, just stay right. It doesn't matter. Okay? Slide hook under here. Yeah, it looks like back roll with that control. Stand up. See if you can pick a single leg. It's one of those ones that are, they just kind of move and it's kind of hard to stop.
The taking, right?
Now you can just pinch your knees, yeah. You probably will.
If
you pinch your knees together,
Yeah.
now put a leg over, now take a pick of which leg you want to attack.
So if you can, try to get your leg all the way up here, then you can actually cross it better. Now you got ankle lock on either side.
You don't have, yeah, you're gonna lose. Well, a gi though,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, this. You know how much you have to think that's something we can do across.
Sorry?
Yeah.
You've been asking.
Yeah.
you did today, you know, it was good.
Yeah, cause I'm like.
Straight ankle lock, right?
Yeah. You guys, like 3 of you guys should come out to comp class because you get to work all these positionals. You guys can just work with each other. And like one person's always having a rest. You have a minute, 3 minute rounds.
Okay.
And then you get to the advantage of all the positional stuff without being sore for a whole week.
Now class starts at 10.
Well, that's another.
It's probably the best class. Expand your horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brown's on the
Like I said, we get 3 of us.
Scrappy, this
Yeah,
is
Danny, or Dennis is really good.
good, yeah.
He was a good ball last when I saw you last.
Want to do that, guys? If we had to go on weekend, no?
Yeah.
We'll message you the WhatsApp.
Yeah, just rotate all of
Yes.
that.
I've had a couple times.
I kept like flopping off to the side to try to get out of the angle so I can get his arms like that.
Yeah,
It's
take
just like, it's like,
So if you have 3 guys, you can rotate one that's.
Come on, we're doing 4. We'll do like every other week.
the most successful one was when I
Rotate
did,
the orbits, that's all.
put him in the,
Make it love it. Sometimes.
Oh, yeah, sometimes.
the straight jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Like this, that's how I was able to get it back.
Yeah.
You can throw it out.
I was almost on his back of the round.
Take it to the side.
I got him in the schema.
Close like that.
Oh, you got with it, SEMA?
I think he probably was about that.
So for the dummy sweep, you gotta let go, and
Yeah.
grab both ankles.
This was more for that other sweep you showed where we take it
Oh,
off
I
the
see,
side.
yeah, you're gonna,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
So I gotta rotate my hips though, right?
Yeah, so you wanna turn your whole upper body and face the floor.
Okay. Good. Am I grabbing properly here? Like, can I grab it across?
Yep.
Right?
Okay.
Am I grabbing on the inside or outside? Inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to follow up, you're going to look in that angle.
You wanna try to follow as far as you can, so
Yeah.
pulling on that, and trying to drive your knee across.
Cross that way?
Across its hips, no, like your right knee.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, you're good right there.
Yep.
So now, from here,
Yep.
I want you to turn your chest towards the ground and
Yep.
start walking.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can help it, try not to come off of him.
Great.
A horrible, windmill. If you can even keep your legs locked on this one, that's even better. And so from the other thing, yeah, like that, and here, okay? I'm doing that same one. You see how
Right.
it kind of bolts me up?
Yep.
If I can start over here, he can start trying to push me so that I can't get up on top. And I just, and I've already got my break lines for when he starts trying to like bridge me and that kind of thing. So that's the lumberjack sweep, we're just using it to get up to that, not just not.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What's up, Lucas?
I, wanted to work on some.
Some S-Max. Sick.
So right with it.
Close as you can.
Take care of her. As close to as possible.
If you go to the center, you get anything else.
Stand out so much pressure on
No, you just finish it, like you just get the ball goes around.
Right, that's not most scenarios. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep the pressure leg on you, okay, buddy? So, I'm here, okay, my partner's smart, keeping it low. Alright, and this is where, he's up to the way they come. Okay? He might be doing a good job, keeping his chin tight to his neck. But here, I'm gonna cross my feet under his butt, and kind of sit all my weight. Strap him and make it slower for him to be able to react. Then he can start bringing his hands up, okay? And that's when I can start trapping and bringing these up loud, okay? Even if I get him down here, I'm gonna start working my hand. What I wanna be able to do So we're at the side of his head,
You were
more
saying
arms
try
down,
it.
grab it out. Get your arm free.
Go for it.
And that's it.
Yeah,
If
I
we
got
stay
it.
like this, I can start climbing over with his arm,
Here.
looking for like a triangle or something. But typically, if you start coming up, they don't want that. They smell that triangle, they don't like it. Okay, so this elbow stays squared out a little bit. Okay, that's when I'm gonna push his head in, get a nice grip on the side of his neck, and then start digging on this side. Okay, working and climbing. Okay, at this point, I want my finger on sticks, rather than being on the floor. The reason being is, if he starts bridging or shrimping, I can't follow it. Go ahead, bridge and shrimp and get escape. See how he's changing the angle for me? Now he's pushing into my arm. With my finger on sticks.
Yeah.
I only just re-remembered it. Now, he can't change the angle for me. Wherever he goes, I come with him.
So you got to the point where you
If I'm able to, then I can just drive this up. That's what I want to do. A lot of people try to shoot their best mount down here.
You know, and then.
See how they get like this at your level?
Yeah, underneath.
Pull your elbows down hard, please.
That underneath here.
Okay, bringing on the hips again, he's stripping, reaching again, and I lost my grip on the hips.
Yeah.
When I get in up here,
Sunday, one minute later.
I want my knees to be around the top of his head. And I
You're
pinch
pulling me
it.
back, like, if you really wanna do this, stretch me
Keep
out.
my elbows up, tucked in.
Stretch me
And
out.
James inevitably tries to roll up, he doesn't do it anymore. Newer people will try to like poke underneath and pull me back, right? So I don't want to sit here like
So
this.
if I'm struggling,
Why? Because he might poke.
stretch me out, stretch my back out, spine.
While I'm on top,
Okay.
I want to just poke my knee to the top of the head, and then I'm going to pinch. Okay? Once I have that, I need to start sliding, changing the angle. You know, I bring this way up high over his head, and now I'm gonna change the angle, and I gotta sit. That's not right here. Okay, and I'm ready to.
Stretch that back out again.
That's something we did on Friday as well, once we.
The hands.
Stretched them out a little bit.
Yeah,
He just tends to get us high.
I really want to. The feet are too strong. So pull you back down.
And you feel like you're losing it, but I can only elevate. Even on the elevator, you feel
Get in the seat out.
Or what people need to try to do.
Arm flare, once I flare my arm, my fingers must be out the other way.
If I'm down here, James,
They can put your hooks in.
you can push me as soon as I get touch the ground.
I noticed Cicero, I thought was.
I got nobody behind me. Nothing I can do.
Come around like this, so pulls his leg up and then.
Everybody tries to slide and say, you're gonna slide. I need to come all the way up high. He's not as gone now, but I don't have any weight.
Or circling around,
I had to
you
slide
might
around.
push your leg and try to keep
If you
it.
get that
If I
like that,
come
then
up
I have
and then
to
just
try
slip
to,
it.
you know, just
from your
keep
hip.
it upper body.
So it's the same, same concept. and what
Last
we
isolated arm.
We're maybe
So once you get it up high, then slowly on his neck.
You do
Yeah,
that
like if
like-
I was carotid,
Kind of, like not hard, instead of coming around like that,
I can
like,
go.
I have no strength.
Put your arms back down.
Yeah,
You just kind of
yeah.
loosen up, drag back and
I think
forth.
that would
I
help
think
with
that
that.
I'm helping this guy.
I don't do that.
And then I can start climbing up.
Right. Try to get away, but if I come up.
Asphyxiation is so serious, it's painful.
Here,
Okay, and now,
instead of
whichever
doing
way you like to
that,
go. I like to do it like this, well, that's so cool. These are the things that are
Pull me over.
yeah.
if I make any kind of space,
Push it
as I'm
through.
going, you can kind of get it
Yeah,
going.
'cause, well.
Okay, so I try to block them out when I
Yeah,
lasso them up
because
here.
I'm gonna go like this.
Yeah.
Right, and if you're coming
Now you
around,
can't
I
really
can
bend
block
my
your
foot.
foot. Right.
Okay,
You come up through here.
And through the pocket.
really high,
Oh, I
on
see.
go ahead and bridge me off.
That makes sense. It's kind of like doing this as well.
His hips are down there.
Yeah.
I got his, we have lots of weight on his shoulders, especially now.
Instead of coming like that,
This
it's
is
coming
right
in
where
and down my arm.
I've got this arm, okay, he starts defending with this arm. Okay,
And then-
start attacking that arm.
Yeah.
Start attacking this
Yeah,
arm.
okay.
Okay?
So you prefer. So instead of coming around,
Absolutely.
right?
I find these arms are like this, I can finish the arm bar while I'm sitting on his
They
chest.
didn't really talk
Which
about
makes
it on
it
Friday, but he's like very
If
high level and I was
something
paying
happens,
attention to,
and his
like,
arms are separated,
so
then I can start thinking of shooting
the
around.
hook didn't come as a circle.
So I wanna keep, yeah, I wanna keep his arms here,
He had,
190 pounds right here.
Two guys.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's just like a ball when you get.
Yeah, yeah.
sitting right
It
there.
looks like running.
I was definitely sliding away from the
Yeah, he's tall guy.
Okay.
I like doing those, I just wish we were doing them like Saturday or Sunday.
Arm pose, just, yeah.
Maybe that's something to do with travels.
Looks really well from you on belly actually.
Plus, I did like a class not too long ago,
Yeah.
maybe a day or two, whatever.
Yeah, and then you can practice with it.
Yeah.
We were starting to go.
What's that movie, guys? Can you show me that again?
And now,
Not doing very much.
I'll show you that one after.
You get up.
And then Scott realized you need to respect the shit out of that.
Yep.
Yeah, you did like that slide out.
So this is all.
No, that's probably the reason why. So it's just like, well, if this gets out of hand, I'm putting.
Yeah.
We weren't resisting.
Okay, so try mount,
I'm gonna push that out.
starting low,
Grab the still at Eva.
Yep.
attacking the neck.
That's
So that first part too,
You
you
move
move
big here.
Where you grab your hips.
Do this
and cross it really good.
See you fell over
Grab
there.
your hips down.
Yeah, this is too far.
Well, I mean, that's the idea, all this other stuff coming out of
Blocking there.
Yeah.
I find it hard to follow.
To attack his neck.
Like you're going over like that, yeah.
If you go with your option hand.
Right.
It's not, that one.
No.
So I guess you have to make one for each.
See, with me, I don't like reaching over, I feel like I'm doing I'd rather just take your
I didn't have to touch it
Yeah.
earlier.
I'd rather just take,
You get it all the way up.
so.
Now, you can start driving your hips up and see what it's over.
Next Nick.
You got one right hand on my pan.
Make it just almost stays low. You can step over and start attacking tracks.
Now you're gonna let go of your legs.
Drop your hips, yeah.
And your left foot's gonna go and push my right leg
That's what I'm
out.
trying. If this is
Yeah,
your
so,
zone,
yeah.
now
Now
you're
you're
really trying to fix
Still
that.
here, yeah, from the outside.
So here, you have to just keep driving it.
Last one, last one up front. Bring him in.
Now just start
No,
driving.
last one's feet.
Toes on that.
Butterfly feet there. Yeah, perfect. And turn to the left.
Over a bit, yellow like this.
Yep.
And now you can just.
What do I do from here?
Put your head right on your hip.
Yeah.
Put his leg over your head.
Yep.
Good, grab his right leg, your right arm on his knee.
Top of his head.
Left, other way, other way. Yeah, then turn to the right pass.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sit up straight.
Stand up.
Get your knees together. Okay.
That's weird.
Like one of those. James, put
You
it
don't do it
up.
out.
Show me, show me.
Okay, you gotta get harder than that.
I noticed you guys wanna let me go of that one more.
Yeah, you don't let go of my hand. Okay, yeah. Good drink.
A little bit higher.
What's not going on then?
You are.
Yeah.
Make your arms straight.
Oh, yeah.
All right, sweet. Now.
You
One of the
probably-
last one. Okay, now you can slide. This knee up to his head.
I feel like I issue with my left
Keep it
hand.
down.
Still there.
You know what I mean? It's never in the middle.
You gotta change your hips, so you can bring your knee right there. Okay?
I see.
You wanna try to put this pinched in.
And then on the bend,
Wait, wait,
go towards that one.
Go.
This knee up, so it's right here on your wrist. Okay? And now
So
you
if you
can
want to-
stay center.
No, I think we're really over there. There you go.
Ready?
You have to, there's a heel, there's the attached.
Okay.
It's just,
You might need to cut it
Now you
and.
can start.
Yeah.
Suture it back up again.
Straight arms like that.
pretty good figure. Yeah.
Tommy
you still
Johnson.
just do a little better, don't
You
you?
all put it in your hand.
So yeah, you can pull that down. Like, sorry, we're going round into his hip, slide the right over here, pull right over here. And then take this knee and put it on top of that. This knee and put it on. And forward. Go ahead.
Yeah. You don't know, good to see. Hey.
So, our first time goer.
You try to do, don't. You can.
usually do from closed guard or here. That's what
Hey, bring, if you can bring your knees up, bring them up.
you have to come,
Put your feet on hips too, your heels.
it's not how the hair lock goes.
Okay, now start calling for an underhook.
You close guard or side?
Or half guard, yeah.
Driving your knees a little higher.
Yeah.
Now use his elbow.
But it's just like
Grab his
no.
elbow, just where you are.
Like so?
Well,
Do this one?
yeah.
Unclose guard.
Yeah, you can have guard too, but it's an overhook.
Keep walking with your elbow to the top of his head.
Right.
And if you pull it up just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Well.
Oh, yeah, like that.
Basic balance.
I'm gonna fully control that.
Just maintain when
You
you.
just move it.
You're like.
So if it is that, you don't force it, when they pull it out, you have to pull it up.
So you.
Because I do undercut here, but as you pull it out, as soon as the elbow clears.
That is always.
So you're underneath the elbow?
So a lot of these moves, you get four.
Right.
Like you have to like give you something to react.
Travis laughing today.
And you wanna set them up by mixing it up a little bit so they're trying to.
Yeah, usually I'm going for a bear lock, I'm going for something else.
Yeah.
Because I can't answer that because of the way they react. If they have it out of the leg, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
But it's because they're probably trying to like, pull it all the way out, you know what I mean? If it doesn't come-
Here's what I'm good at, right, but.
And this one is
We do
already.
this, right?
I don't know what the-
I can do this.
Yeah, you grab it.
So, I think it's a baby,
Yeah.
right? It's kind of something-
Oh, now, how do we try?
Or James, try to
Yeah.
again.
You can, you
Oh, yeah,
can.
come on,
Climb up here.
yeah, yeah.
I don't want to be, I have to take all my weight off.
You can gable grip if you want. Gable grip your hand, right?
Here did this in UFC, there's no knee.
See how I
Yeah.
face this?
They have a knee.
Okay.
I got it all bare lock. And then the UFC, there's no knee.
Oh, okay, because I thought you were on the
So here, it's not really 2,000.
Yeah, that's what.
You have to literally have a little bit. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's
Here,
just.
see how I've got,
But you
I
can't
just
just
use
make
it
it
onto
onto
my chest.
This
is also-
Legs again.
Yeah,
I can also be here exactly like he said, and I can finish.
Sure,
it.
just start.
I'd rather do the other.
Okay, do the other one, let's go.
So he's here.
Yeah. So I'm doing what you do that low.
You can get up.
All the way up.
Just turn. Yeah.
It's heavy.
Wait,
It's
no.
heavy.
The other way, yeah, there, see how it's, yeah.
One more time.
Yeah,
Thanks.
so you're, right?
Yeah, that's something more, yeah.
Green card?
Yeah, it's low. Yeah, it's low. This is my money making, from the hips up, that's my money making.
If you get an underhook, keep it the whole time. You can get both underhooks. Yeah.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Good luck, actually.
Thank you, brother.
Have fun.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, probably right off the side, yeah, French forward.
You ready?
French forward, yeah.
This way?
Yeah, yeah, forward, yeah. But I see how this is already popping up. Yeah. Now you can, you're gonna read the.
Try to attack it, right?
Yeah, so you think that when their arms are straight, not good, and then you can do that, it feels. Yeah. Let me show you standing there. In fact, what I'm saying, you have to drop your arms. I don't know, I just go low. Do the other way down, that way, now you can, it's the same mechanic.
There you go. Yeah.
You have the weight on it, so it must be on your leg. Put your weight on it. I wouldn't worry so much about adjusting your hand and the other. Like, you keep finishing like that. Put your out of the way on that end.
Yeah.
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 It's good on.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let me try this. Oh, I see it there, the triangle, that's, yeah, that's usually done in the tournament.
So usually they're bad
Per second. Oh, you guys are standing up.
There we go.
Go for it.
Oh, I see it. I can promote. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. I
Yeah,
can
fine. Don't fucking hurt the guy, man. Yeah.
He's
our buddy. You're good.
Turn.
Yeah, it's all the way.
That's what you should get in your tournament.
here.
First thing, you've been over in 13 seconds.
I can see the way, but I'm gonna start putting this here.
Well, it's
Wait, you on Oprah?
it's an overload, yeah.
So you want his arms.
There, not the turn down. That's it, Bill. Yeah.
The thing only is, cut my shoulder.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Okay.
Cut your shoulder, and then you have to get how to do it. You know, grab my rim.
By all means, you get it.
So I'm here, I'm up over your head, drag it down.
Cut the shoulder, come on.
Yes, do that. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you are after the out, like, this is your.
Yeah.
I'll tap it. Yeah. Don't do oh yeah, forget it.
No, go ahead.
Go slow. No, I got the.
You don't have to worry about
Yeah.
It's not like cut the shoulder,
That's the trigger.
If you cut your leg, cut the hip.
Come on, shoulder. Yeah. I didn't do it. See?
Now just do that on the ground.
Yeah.
You put it the same.
Do it again. Get the move.
You gave him grip there too?
Oh, yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, drag it. Oh, yeah.
I just thought,
Oh, that's good.
you don't, I didn't,
Yeah,
because that
you can feel it right there and there.
actually, no.
Yeah.
Let's do what was it down here and go
What
with
is
it.
it? Right here?
Try to get on.
Is that what you're?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You want to have it all there?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, then I, yeah, I think. That's it.
I'm sponge.
We have to keep it close. You can't let it, right? Now it's dead.
How's that, Chris? Alright, so. Grab me here. Same side. And as soon as I take it, when you take it, guys try and open it. If I can't open up that space, it sucks, right? As soon as I get out, I take it. Right? Now I have one. Now I'm trying to get it. It's pretty hard. Here's where the setup is. That's just where we're stepping in, let's loosen up, and our hip or our foot. I drive on that. Now, if I aim for it far in, one sucks back under here. If I don't get you taken down,
They take it out.
driving in, stay. Like your stuff, and then grab your foot.
You told me not to take pictures, but I covered her face. She was up in the
Step in, step in.
Whatever you want.
You guys are good, sorry.
You're getting wisdom teeth or what?
She's in the Okay. Okay, left hand?
Yeah, see what I'm.
All right.
Okay, so around here. So?
If I keep this down low, you can't just throw it over the wall.
Right.
From here, let go back.
Yep.
Find my wrist. Good job.
Okay, let's go.
Ready, you extend this.
Basically, you're trying to
Okay, right. Am I pushing into you as well?
position before submission. So if you're not high and you're trying to throw that leg and take that dynamic swing, you're likely to lose. Against like gotcha.
Pressure into my jaw. Try to do it without controlling this. I got too much balance. I'm not really. This one. Just like that. As you're falling, post your hand on the ground. Rather worry about trying to pull back.
Yeah. Go right down.
Just know that you're coming like this.
Should I go down maybe on my forearm to save from maybe my wrist?
If you're worried about your wrist, go ahead. You're here, hooking. I feel like that's a harder impact for me.
Yeah, okay.
That's what you're more comfortable with.
I'm gonna try to twist.
Now this time, you're gonna push into me.
Yep.
You're gonna be hooking really well though.
Yep.
You're gonna like pull my sleeve, and you're gonna grab onto my ankle.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, always you want the braking button to be along the elbow. So if you get there, you can just keep turning it, you cut the ankle, so you don't mind and turn the body to do that.
Okay. There's so many options from there like that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's all different.
Yeah.
Here's what's going on.
Yeah.
You're not reaching at any point to
Gotcha.
the difference.
I'm not reaching.
You can, yeah, exactly.
What's going on? Doesn't seem like it? Every move is important.
Remember position for both before submission.
There's a lot of like movement and jogging position that's right there. I have a massive stand up, but there's no techniques right now.
I'm very excited to hear.
I understand the concept. So if I'm here, I can do my last, right?
Pull my last down. If I'm up here, I'm.
This is good. I can make this on purpose. Like, as long as no one.
But if I get really gentle and I
It's
can
really effective muscles. It's hard to strong.
the biggest thing is like doing strong and dummy.
That's hard to move. Alright.
Your mouth, right? I'm here. I come
Just
up.
trying to be like, just love and remember your turn.
That's this leg and this one to the palm.
Yeah.
Here.
Instead of driving around.
Driving through. That's play second. Before you're able to move on foot back.
Yes.
Follow right
It's basically this one.
this, and then try to push
Here,
here.
and you're trying to.
I think it's more like
Here this way.
I think also.
That's the problem. I revisit this over the years. I've given you. Then you want to be able to now the big thing
here, it's here, right? You take, you put all this space, you keep it with the knee. You gauge it with the arm, you keep it with the knee. And now, take this hand, put it on the mat, and step on the mat. So now you're going like this. Lean over your quantity. Now fluid.
Yeah, I try to learn something there too. I'm like, how many people only do this? Reaching like that, like this, like that. I'm not even doing like that, leaning my hips in. I'm telling them to move their hips. So they're going like this, or trying to reach like that. Bring it in. They should look around, yeah. Good. Right, now, there you go. That's how you're matching, where your feet are reaching.
That's what I'm talking about. There's some big fucker in the bar that is on the way.
Yeah, they're not well, you want to put your knee towards the change.
What are we trying to do here?
Yes,
Use your heel, put it right in his neck. Yeah, yes, there you go.
you lift and you plant on the Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Almost got that tap with my toes.
You were kind of like this. You want your knee to lie and head here. And this is your pulse. So you have all, you want your legs to work on. You don't really need to push the leg, you want that across the face. Okay. I mean, you can push it. Okay. Who's he supposed to be? Who's he supposed to be?
I'm really gazing at the bar.
Oh, thanks.
That's it.
You are sick of you! Get the hell off of me, man!
That's not bad position. Oh, that's just very good at that.
If you're trying to use this as a real world application,
Yeah.
focus on your hand.
Close to my hand?
You might break your nose.
Actually, I was close to my hand.
It's easier, yeah, when you're in that big position.
It feels way better to do that at least. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, the ground. Are you out here?
No, you're right. Hopefully we didn't delay your class.
Oh, no.
Everybody likes to know.
Well, everybody being like this, so. And everybody else being safe.
Yeah, I was. Good to bring you this.
I'm on board.
See you next week. You're limited, so you don't need to hear it after hours.
No, I'm happy. You're pursuing firefighting, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just working on.
Okay.
I'm doing that right now too.
Right?
Yeah.
Where you,
He just got his fire certification.
I just did all that.
Oh, sick.
Did you? Nice. I'm doing it through OT, yes, whatever.
Get good at it, and I want to do it.
Switch?
Yeah.
Yes, no.
Let's just leave it there, man.
Okay. Yes, I jammed my toes, but I was like the way you twisted out, I was like, I was afraid that something was going to happen to you.
You got to do this.
That.
Yeah.
You like that should make it that side.
Can I borrow you for a second, James? Yeah. Sorry, man.
I just have to do that.
Okay, so, I got,
I see. So I'm standing still. I'm not moving.
yeah, exactly.
It's not muscle.
Yeah, as soon as I pick up James,
As soon as he gets ready to ride. It's that little bump with the hip that gets that.
That's that hip check you're talking about.
Big.
always, yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna try to, even if I get there, I'm not thinking of coming here, this is just gonna slip off. Always something to miss it, now. We can get there.
Yeah, I just want to wrap my head around that because I feel like I wasted minutes.
Doesn't feel good, also, like, if we're working on that ankle bit, there's nothing that's like low risk of anything.
I have one more, I want to ask, of course, like walks and things like that. I find that is nice. Did you see Thursday?
Yeah, probably will.
Yep.
Always. So, if you look at different positions, there's different strengths and benefits to each one, there's tons of them to go over. So, what's your favorite leg example?
Yeah.
You want to super that one up?
Yeah.
Okay. If you put that down, a few more problems. And now I can do it on. Go ahead. Okay, so, we're here. I got my feet like that. Now, once you bring it all the way over here, that there's nothing there. This is how we're. A little bit tighter. When I throw it a lot, I need to get on that.
So just kind of,
Far right rather than.
okay, gotcha.
If I turn you all the way up, over here, you're up the side, and then go back. Okay, now you can go back. No, and go back.
Oh.
Yeah, you can just.
So, if someone has me, so let's just say hypothetically you have me and a straight ankle. This is another thing I've been trying to do. So, what I've been doing is I'm trying to stand up, obviously, it's probably not going to work on me. And then, for what you should.
So here, what you wanna do is, you wanna get that hip closer now, put that knee on.
Okay. And from here, I think you should.
I step.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought I still hang up.
you have to push this off before you high step.
Okay.
Put, take this off here, you now high step. Put this straight on top.
lock, and I'll go for the meter lock.
All on effort, knee towards the ground, and pull my elbow to my hip, matching it on. And you can't escape this way, you can't escape this way, take my hat. What do you want to do? You want to point it the other way. Try hard, and then point your hat. If you don't want to beat that, you want to know how to do that. Except that, you got to say like this. There you go. Just like you did before, cover it with your own ankle. Yeah. So this is harder to pop, but bigger, it's harder to raise, and usually still get that off. So I come over top, now hook with this. Now I can't move that. But I can still go this way. So you just keep holding that there. I'll need to come out, keep that there. And I'll just step through with your ankle. Nice.
Oh, okay, that was cool. I like that.
And now, my defense is trying to get that out. You just keep that there and give me.
Okay.
Okay, I go ahead. Get it back. Finish.
But that's so.
It's an easy and it feels good, right?
Yeah.
Now, some people like me good about stopping this. Get rid of that. Put it back in.
Huh.
Get your knee down. And then walk past that and pull it out. Like that. And by the time you get here, keep my knee pointing towards the ground. You need to kind of get on your shoulder pointing towards the ground. You need to finish that.
Okay. So even if you threw my leg over, is it possible for me to just step over?
Yeah, you could. You could. I don't think I've ever been able to do that.
Yeah.
Try. There's no problem.
Yeah. I can work on that. I'm competing. I think it's academics. I forget, but it's now surgery makes primarily is one. I'm trying to work on. So light bulbs, I don't even know if I can do.
You should be able to do straight.
Yeah. Okay.
Wrist locks. Yeah, you do it like that, things like that. When I go to the little eagle,
Okay.
we got with that, practice with that a little bit.
Okay.
You can start with that,
Yeah. Yeah, he's really good with his what. So like I don't like if I keep getting some breath, I'm the only way to not is to obviously not the same level, but some level.
One more, you can't actually get this in competition.
Okay.
But let's say you're in something like that. It doesn't play here, I thought you could.
Oh, you do that?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
So this is gonna help your speed too.
So I can,
If you can ever reach that, always get, always do.
okay.
Keep your hips up high and get this on top of your ankle. Like that. Let that open there. Now, when you turn your hips, you tilt them like that for the sweep.
Yeah.
If you have this one nice and controlled, you can't step back and stop.
Okay.
Okay? If you go back over here, try to sweep again. Never gonna happen, because I got this other leg at base.
Okay.
Okay? The only way you can sweep me is like you try to do is that. A good player tries to do that.
Okay.
Let's see if something smart to get.
Okay.
So this is over here now. Same way. Okay, do that same tilt. Now layer, no, don't worry, we are. Layer this up as you do it.
Oh, sorry.
And it keeps you from stepping back.
Okay.
And now you go right into your attack. Boom, boom, you're finished. Okay. When I get this three, we want to roll two. Elbow in, shoulder up down, and finish. You can extend this.
Huh. That's not as hard as it looks,
No, it's really simple. It's here, you move back. Here. You see how high I got that? And this, I make it so you can't set it up. I put pressure on. I can even see how I'm kind of moving, makes these space?
Okay. So how, when I just try to stick my ankle in and try to, block that, like just like how we were, like so if I just get the gun underneath me, I know you're shooting from there, but I stick my hands here and try to stand up.
Are you good? I was grabbing your other leg before.
Yeah.
So if this was a big threat, you have that there, I'll probably put this here.
Okay.
And then I can pull this to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can, yeah.
Now this can come from here.
Yeah.
And when I'm ready to shoot it through. Once I get over, I can shoot it close. This is usually, if it's against somebody who's experienced this type of attack before, you're usually looking to sort of research funding the needle. However it is, you want to get better. This is going to be nice and tight.
Okay, oops. My aviation stuff is, it's not really. Maybe, right now, I'm not gonna try this stuff, so I'm sure. But it's more than,
Shoot some green.
yeah, cause I thought it was ready, so I'm just trying to like, put that on there. It's proper.
So, cross your feet. And that rudder is on my hands. That's it. Now set up your easy. Now, grab your hands up. Look. Put your heels on my hips. Yeah, good. So feel this. Now I can't get any ankle line. Okay, keep going. Come up there, slide your knees up to my head and continue. Push those knees up, and then sit right on top. Good. Slide around, good. Extend to the left leg, and kind of touch your knees and I would go for this side here, and bring this knee to this knee. We need more practice. Doesn't suck as much as it should. No, you got to let it walk over on that. Yeah, good position with the feet. Now climb all the way. Yeah, almost switch to an arm bar. All your weight in your hands. I want you to scoop your eyes. All your weight should be on your chest. I think your head rate is going to be better. I want to be able to do that. Pushing out. Should you feel like that? You know, I need to suffocate you a little bit? Yeah. That's where I want you to be. Basically floating right on your chest. Okay. I'm like this. All my weight These still right in front of me. Put the knee up right to my head. There you go. Yes. Bring it, feel it, right to your knee. So, now all the way on my chest. Now you just float like that, right? Bring this in.
See you guys.
See you, Bill. See you Thursday.
Yep, see ya.
It's a good position that if something does go wrong, all you're gonna do is just twist and move around so that you keep the weight off.
Yeah. Or maybe I could push your arm or something, but it didn't help.
That's not arm bar.
Yeah, I think what I'm doing wrong is I'm not getting my hips high enough on here. I'm trying to,
Honestly, it's hard once you open a little bit, right?
yeah, but you're always moving up,
Yeah, inch by inch, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to,
Threatening.
let's say,
Threatening, like, I control north south. It's right on me.
if they decide to do this, there's not a whole lot.
And the whole thing is, but here I'm saying. Yeah, okay, right up, inch by inch. Constant pressure on the head.
Scott, you can try
Because
it.
anytime I relax my elbow, you can move your knees up high.
Get your arms.
Yeah, yeah, see how you have better drive like that?
Yeah,
Rather than see how your hips are behind your knees?
yeah,
So I find there's better drive. Put your knees behind your hip. You see how there's less drive, you see? You see what I mean? You can't grab the elbows up, you have to use your arms. Yeah. So it's whether you use your knees to drive up or you underhook with the arms. But you know, sometimes when so if you put your feet on the hips, and do you ever feel that? If you pull your hips that way?
I haven't noticed.
Oh, okay, well, that's what I'm trying to do to keep your hips down, and then I'll underhook. You know what I mean? Exactly, yeah, you do that, four times before curl, with the fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, together, once I have that up, see how this arm is up?
Yeah.
I try to put my knee behind it, that's what we need. Yeah, now I can get it back. So now you can work on this one. You see what I'm saying? Either that or some, I know like you're good at speaking that way. So I'm actually trying to do the same thing on this side. So forget this arm. This arm's out of the play.
Yeah.
So I'll focus on this one, getting this one. You know what I mean? So as long as you keep your left knee up, your left knee up, I'm never gonna, yeah, exactly. See how it's in?
Yeah.
Against, like you're literally squeezing, you're using your knee to squeeze it against my head.
Stay
Your
here is
arm.
cool.
Look at your arm.
Stay here is cool.
Yeah, see now, because this leg is there, you could use these legs and this to fight this one. So even if this one is down, oh, forget that one, that's what I'm saying. Once you have this one controlled, now, yeah, just use both arms on this one.
I mean,
Yeah, and then put it down on squats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it seems like I'm trying to do, right? So now, like, I don't know if there's any mistake. I'm just gonna put it just now, like, I have no strength. You know what I mean?
That's not like foot under here.
Yeah, except, yeah, and then, but be more perpendicular to me. Or, like, rotate, the other way, the other way. No, rotate the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the top. That's not me.
we're doing S now?
Yeah, and get this knee up here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, keep your shoulder, yeah. So this is your facing sideways.
Let's start at the beginning here.
Yeah.
All right, I'll show you the cheat code that I just taught Lucas over there.
Yeah, I just been watching you from today.
Okay, so we're in here and he's keeping his arms really tight to himself.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as his elbows are up on my knees, okay, I can use this one. Oh, just like that. So once I
You
pinch my
pushed off
knees.
his like traps?
Yeah, exactly. I want to get my knees to the top of his head.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If if I am down here, I have some, like, Ramel can pull his elbows down and push off his feet and slide out. And even worse, is if I try to get into my S mount from here, like that, Ramel can still sit up into me and he can still push me away. As soon as my hips touch the ground, Ramel's gone. So I drill those up. Okay, I get my knees to the top of his head and I pinch my knees together and then I sit on those pinched knees. From here, now I can look to actually start cutting my angle.
Yeah, he's almost like 90 degrees to me, right?
I want to be facing this way.
Yeah.
Okay, and now all my weight, like I'm kind of just balancing here.
Yeah.
It's right on poor Ramel's chest. I can take this when I'm ready. My feet, my knees, my hand, all for balance. I'm sitting on my hip right on his chest. Best spot in the world you can possibly finish an arm bar. Because with my weight sitting on his chest, all of my weight, he is the least athletic that he could be.
That is done from there. You take your time moving.
You can take your time, totally. If they get out, if I was in my S mount, Ramel manages to like wiggle free or whatever, okay, I can just start opening back up and looking for my top position, whether it's whatever. Whereas if you lose an arm bar, you usually end up in a top position.
You're on bottom.
Usually you're on bottom there. That's it, drive your knees up. That's it. Keep going, all the way. Get your knees to the top of his head, and pinch him as hard as you can, and then kind of rest and settle on top of it. Now, when I'm at this point, I lasso both arms up in one arm. Hit like that. Now I slide this knee around to the top of his head. And I start, that's your heel underneath. Slide this knee right up. So you're turning the corner now. You're facing that way.
The other knee, switches, yeah, it's this one, yeah, and then basically putting all your weight on me.
Okay.
Not enough weight, yeah.
There you go. So you can lean over here and just keep your hand out for balance, but don't put any weight on. Okay, and now you can take your time with the hands.
Yeah, there's an arm bar right here.
Yeah.
No, don't fall back, don't fall back, don't fall back.
If you fall back, he gets all his defensive options back again. Maybe you get it, but you just flip the coin.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you can, finish it while you're on top. If he decides to roll out and fight and you end up on bottom, that's okay. Because you have his arms so tight, you're going to win that one easier. If you initiate that roll, that's what he's waiting for.
Yeah, stay up on top of me. If anything, lean forward. Yeah, top. Yeah. Yeah, if anything, you're gonna pitch like lean forward, right?
Yeah.
If anything, yeah, not backward.
You just got to work on, so you're here like this. When you do your knee slide, you're kind of just coming up like that.
Yeah, this one's got.
And then when I do this, it takes a lot of weight off of him for me to do that. Versus if I come around the corner, I can keep tons of weight on top, like that. And now I got.
You got both. You got this one too.
I got a straight arm lock right here.
Yeah.
Okay. I can get nice and
Maybe this
low.
one's
I can
like-
pull this one out. It doesn't really matter.
No, this one. Yeah, you just pick an arm. It's not something not even my chest. It's almost like the only thing that's sticking out my face is my arm. It's super high.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right. How much time have we got?
About 2, I think.
Almost
No, you should know. I'm trying to another arm. So then I think that's the last couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, you got me in this the whole time.
Yeah. Like I think every single one today was like that. The pinch. No, you go pinch. Yeah. Like really like you try to squish my head with my own arms between knees. Yeah. Right. Yeah, really high, yeah. And yeah, try to put this heel around. So yeah, now you can sit on me, see? But just relax, just chill right here. Just find your balance. I got no defense. There's no need to fall back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on top
Yeah.
of you here.
Yeah, don't fall back. Yeah, there, that's what's happening there, see? That's what's happening there. I got nothing. You know what I mean? So once you get here, just take your time. Sometimes I'll even cross my arms for you. Watch. I mean, you know what I mean? But take your time. Just don't lose your balance. Work on this one right here. Yeah, see? Now you can get this one if you want, but you can always get on with this one, but now there's no defense, yeah, see, boom, tap. So, yeah. Tap, yeah, see, it's good, first, yeah.
Again, make sure you want to be perpendicular to the
Yeah,
ground.
sideways.
Get that other knee right up to the top of his head.
Yeah, this one should be up here.
You're sitting
And
square.
this one doesn't have to be underneath me, yeah. Better if it's not
Bring
underneath
this
me.
right up here.
I don't know how to rotate that much.
Yeah, that's what we're practicing, yeah. So here, you're gonna fight lock it in, you take your time, you can fight this defense, yeah, and then, I mean, that's an arm right there, I didn't even think of that. I usually just clear this and then go for this punch, yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, you feel threatened here? What the fuck am I gonna do? I'm gonna take your sweat in my eye. What am I doing right now? You know what I mean? So, see, like, once you get there, it's worth it.
It takes a lot of energy, but yeah, it's worth it.
Oh, yeah, but you can just rest when you're on top of me, yeah.
And it takes less energy if you use that fist when you're in the traps.
I find it's taking a lot of strength, like in there
Okay,
to
to
keep the
pinch your
knees
knees together?
closed. Yeah.
I also tried to, like, I don't know, Alex, I tried to, like, for the guy in the bottom, like when I'm top of the hill, I try to turn his head like this.
Yeah, totally.
You know, as I try to push up, like, do the same thing with, like, push on the shoulders. But actually, I'll try to, like keep his head like this while I push up. And I find it's like no resistance.
Yeah, I like that one. If I'm doing one arm at a time, I will always try to pull their head up.
Yeah. When you cradle this one,
Yeah.
and you kind of grab my neck.
Yeah, if I was here like this, driving this up, and you're resisting that,
Yeah.
and it's tough to do it, so drive that down, like that, is all, do
Oh,
that.
oh,
Bring-
took it all the way.
Yeah, I
Took
bring
all
your
my strength
head to
away.
the arm, and then it's easier to bring them both back.
Yeah. You feel that? Yeah. No, because I was trying, you're telling me to like try to force it down, and like it's instantly gone.
Yeah. So, I was able to get this just a little bit though.
Yeah, try to fight it as hard as you can. As hard as you can.
Keep that up, then bring the head back.
You see that? Nothing.
It's like body mechanics.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
just
yeah.
weakens it.
A spine out of alignment is a weak body. Anything else I can help with you guys? S mount sweep.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on that more, the whole S mount type thing.
I've been working on this since I was probably purple belt.
Oh, that's good. That's encouraging, man.
Yeah, and I was probably about 160 to 165 when I started using it, and found that everyone was always able to just shove me off.
Yeah.
And that's why I started coming all the way up to the top of the head, then pinching my knees, and I was like, okay, they're not shoving me off.
Yeah.
I'm onto something here.
You're just so far away from their hips.
That's it too.
Yeah.
One thing you do have to watch out for, especially from smaller guys. So let's say I'm up on top of you. It's the very early thing that smaller people will use. Roll up onto your shoulders and put your feet in my arm.
I don't know if I can do that. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
see?
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so look how susceptible I am to that. So while you're here, so I'm usually leaning forward and I'm tucking my elbows in. Okay, so I don't have to work with those so much. And then I can start lifting this up, putting that angle. Okay, and I'm still pinching my knees. Okay, taking that up. If I can take both these arms with me as I can, this is a good spot. The reason why this is also so tight is because I'm still pinching my knees.
And finish them on top, right?
Yeah, don't fall down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why lose all that advantage? It was hard to get, right? Keep the advantage. Lose an arm, who cares?
It's that fall down moment that like even like I try to recruit.
Absolutely.
Like I'm waiting for that.
If somebody falls off of me,
Yeah.
oh boy, that's a big green light in my head. To be like, okay, try it. Start bridging, start rolling, Homer Simpson,
Yeah.
pull my arm out.
What we learned on Friday at camp, light and melody, kind of.
It's all like lasso.
Yeah, with the lasso.
It's hard to control some of this
Grips,
hand like
right?
that.
Yeah.
I'll show you something cool from me on belly. It's a river now. Okay, so you get the knee on belly, but you manage to be able to control both the shoulders. Okay? Okay? I'm looking for that now. Now I'm looking for this. Yeah, can you keep that arm with me or not? I've got triangles, I've got arm bars. Yeah. This is just awesome.
I thought there was no. Do it again.
Knee on belly, you're in like this, and I'm looking for the wrist, and I want to post it up high. Okay, and then now I'm just leaning on it.
Yeah.
Get that free, release on it. Yeah, it's tough. Come in behind the head, fist in the armpit, fist down to the ground. Sliding across, bringing that up high. And that. If this came through, cool, I can start working to get my foot through that hole. And now I can just, block a triangle here, finish on the arm, a whole bunch of different ways. If, let's say, with control, I do that same thing. Like that, and I mean, we come up behind the head. See how that arm is nice and low? Okay, I can even start finishing my triangle that way. Wherever that other arm goes kind of dictates where I go.
Yeah. Just make sure you pin that.
That's it, yeah, just pin that arm. And that takes so much defense away.
Yeah.
What do you want to do to stop it? As soon as I go to reach behind your head, use this arm, push it off. You have to respect the movement, otherwise you're gonna get burned. So if I'm in here, I pin that down, I pin it up, going exactly, yeah. And that's an opportunity for me to knock you.
Yeah, I'm going from that one.
Yep. So as soon as I pin that, I've got so many good options.
Oh yeah, this is one.
And
This
that-
is the bad one that post. This is one that has all the defenses.
And wait a minute, yeah, and what else? Yeah, I just came here, good, I announced it.
You've already
I
had
can
that.
still hit that same motion from mount. Okay, except now it's harder for you to push that off over your head, right? I've been using that lately.
It seems really uncomfortable for the other person.
Yeah. Well, you want to do it to me? It's not fair.
Yeah.
So you want it up here like that, okay? Because now you have a bigger hole for you to put your fist in. So you want that to go behind my head, fist that in, and use this to turn me on my side towards you.
Okay, I want this.
Keep my wrist pinned. Boom. Just like that. Now slide all the way up. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Now you can reach behind and you can grab your own shin if you like. Oh, like that. Yeah. As soon as you let this go though, okay, that's when I can start fighting back. All right. I'll start pulling, trying to get free, put my hands together and shit. So keep that pinned. And then yeah, triangle arm bar. I'm in bad shape. Again. So you start with your hand on my shoulder, because that's easier to get, like that. And then from here, you're gonna find it's easy to get the wrist. Just like that. Yeah, I can try to pull it down, but it's stuck. That's it. Easy mount. Or you can keep and just take them out, or you can slide your knee right up over my head. The higher up you go, the kind of more awkward it is for me. You can go around shin, step over, exactly. If I get up now, I'm getting up into a triangle and an arm bar. Boom, tap.
Right? Shoulder big up.
Now roll him onto his side with that. Lift up your elbow, punch your hand down. Slide your knee up all the way. Slide your knee up over here.
Something else?
Yeah. Now you can bring this all the way up. You can start thinking about triangling if you want. So yeah, you can now control that.
Yeah,
You can separate on that. Put your foot through, yeah.
Just control to sit on me.
Yeah. You got this arm bar over here.
Yep.
Now just like before, bring this all the way over here.
My knee?
Yeah, bring your knee over. There you go. Okay, now this arm bar is a little bit more
Yeah,
feasible.
try to really put your knee on the ground. See now, yeah, I feel a lot more trapped. With the knee like that, really good. Time to time.
Trying to grab my foot and close the triangle there. I'm worried when I start doing stuff like that, my feet start to get crampy.
Yeah.
I gotta start trying to find some exercise or something for it to loosen them up. Because Friday I had to stop early because we kept doing that same motion with the Balahiba. And eventually my foot just went.
Yeah.
And once that starts, I can't get it to.
Anything you're not used to, that's how you're gonna react.
Yeah. No,
There's
it's
no
something,
flexibility involved, but I like how like, cause your hand's already there with that thing, you just grab your own stand.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, that's
You're in a
nice.
pretty good spot where you can kind of move freely, and I'm usually surprised, I'm like, huh. Like I did it to, I did it to someone the other day, I was just like, I can't believe how little resistance I'm getting out of it. And they were just like, yeah, well, like both my arms are over my head, so it's tough.
Yeah.
There was Liam, purple belt, like fucking, like
Uh-huh.
he's incredibly strong, but he was just like, oh, he's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, anyways.
Weak positions, right? Like you showed with the
Yeah,
head
that's-
there, turning the head there.
Exactly, yeah. Driving their head down and pulling both their arms up here like this is pretty effective.
What time is it?
It's 2:30.
Awesome. The sleeping?
All right.
Get the thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Got what I needed. All right, hope you all enjoyed that. See you next week.